There are lots of ways on the trail to go to the bathroom. One is as we are hiking along the Shenandoah National Forest or National Park, there are every so often toilet buildings. So I guess we would call this a fancy at your service.
Lovely.
It's not the nicest, it's not flushable, but it's just something that you close the lid afterwards, and it's composting. So it's much nicer than going in the woods. But another option for toileting on the trail is a privy. So you can see this is really an outhouse, and it's going to have just a bench with a hole in it that has a big pit that's dug underneath it. And all of the material that we go to the bathroom with will go down into this hole, and you'll fill in with leaves and things, so it will help compost. And some of these privies, what they'll do is after a certain number of years, when they've filled up, they will close this privy and close up this site, and they will move it to another location. So let me just show you. They're not very fancy, and they typically don't smell very good. But this is what it looks like inside. So now you can see why hikers get excited when they get to bathrooms. And the final method is to dig a cat hole. So one thing that you will need to do is find someplace that's about 200 feet away from human travel. So you're going to take about 70 steps either off the trail or away from a water source. And I have just done that. I've walked 70 steps into the woods. And now I'm gonna dig a hole. My hole is gonna be about 6 inches deep and 6 inches wide. Once you've dug your hole, you can pee or poop right into it. And then afterwards, you can just cover it with ground cover. And one thing that hikers like to do is they like to mark the spot with an X, so other hikers know that they've used that spot already. So one more point of information about going to the bathroom in the woods is that you will always want to bury toilet paper and never leave wet wipes behind. If you have a wet wipe, you need to pack it out in a Ziploc bag or some sort of, with your garbage, and throw it away in a garbage can when you get to a road crossing or to a park. But you may not leave those behind in cat holes because they won't biodegrade. This week, we are in a national park in Virginia, in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It was established in 1935 and opened to the public in 1936 by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Can you guess which park this is? One more clue about it. It has the highest density of black bears in the country in this park.